David, that was amazing. What did we just see?
That was the world premiere of the Cod Casting feature in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer, and that was Cargo in Team Deathmatch.
Thanks, David. Hastro, tell us about some of the tools that we just saw.
Sure. So you saw a few different elements in the Cod Casting feature, and it just really allows us to get in and make a better viewing experience for the audience that's tuning into Call of Duty matches online, right? So you saw an element called the score panel, and that's the kind of the key element at the very top center of the screen. The score panel is just a way for us to give information quickly to the audience, the score, what team's in the lead, and how much time is left in the game.
And then, of course, we saw the names up there. That's the nameplate.
Yeah, the nameplate essentially is our way of giving the player a jersey and a number, right? A name on the back of the jersey. We're in a first-person POV in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, so we want to be able to identify the player and who you're watching, so that's what the nameplate does.
Now, that's all great, but viewers really want to see the map. Tell us about the map.
Yeah, the map overhead is a really important piece of information for the audience. So the audience wants to see where the teams are set up, where are they located on the map, where are the engagements about to occur. And also for the commentators, it's a great tool because the commentator can kind of switch players after a player dies and bring you right back into the action faster.
Now, this is really exciting. It's almost like watching a TV show, picture in picture.
Yeah, now the picture-in-picture mode is just really robust, a lot of features there, but essentially you're able to see what the kill streak is for each certain player. If a player's just on a tear, he's got 10 kills in a row, you'll be able to see that in the right-hand column. Also, we have an objective column, so any player who's playing an objective in real time, you're going to be able to see live when that player is playing an objective, and it's going to identify that that player is in fact on the objective.
Are there a lot of options that we can tweak?
Well, we actually have elements of the HUD that are removable, and you can actually customize the HUD for the viewer. And you can actually go in and, let's say an esports league or a big tournament wants to put in their own graphics, so you can remove a piece of the HUD, and we can actually fully customize that for the viewing experience. So you can completely wipe it, put in the mini map, take it away, different things like that. It's just very, very robust, and essentially that's what makes up Cod Casting.
Now, one of the really neat features is Listen In, where we can actually hear the players, right?
Yeah, the Listen In feature in Cod Casting mode is actually my favorite feature. It really allows us to take the audience and put them into the huddle with the players. So you really get a sense for just how much their communication separates them from other teams in competitive play. The best professional teams in the world have top-notch communication, and it's crucial to them winning a game. So we get to feel what they're feeling, what they're strategizing, and just hear the overall just lingo between the players, and it's just really an exciting tool. It's just such a great deal of information that the audience is going to be empowered with now. In Black Ops 2, the commentators have all the right to make the viewing experience as customized to the viewer and the audience as possible. So, you know, for me personally as a commentator, I want to make the viewing experience as fun as possible for the audience, and I'm able to do that with Codcaster mode, but more importantly, I'm able to make sure that we don't miss those epic moments in the battles that may have gotten lost in the past. You know, these time just crucial moments that change the face of the game and what essentially it determines outcomes of matches. We're able to make sure that we capture all of that.
Thanks, Hastro. David, I want to talk to you about some of these features. What was it like implementing some of these features?
Yeah, so there's really a couple of really key pillars to the entirety of the esports and competitive agenda for us. Black Ops 2 has a league play feature. This is a sport. It's how you make Call of Duty multiplayer a sport, and we actually use skill-based matchmaking to put players in the right brackets. Competition is fun at any level, pro players and average players alike. We also have to make it fun to watch, fun to spectate. That's what Cod Casting does. So that's why that feature is so important, have that production around that sport. And then finally, we need a way to give that sport or broadcast it to the world, and we do that with a feature we call live streaming.
You're now putting basically, you know, thousands of dollars of tools into the hands of the community. That's got to be really exciting. You're expecting to see a lot of great stuff out of them.
Yeah,
right?
It's actually really important for us to put as many tools as we can. We really like to make sure that we give the player the ability to customize the experience, whether they're playing the game, whether they're watching the game. In fact, Larry, you can even go back through the theater feature later, pick up those games, and then codcast them later. It's really cool.
The team at Treyarch has got to be excited about the work that they've done around this. They've always really enjoyed the community, but this takes it to a different level. We're
going to keep going. We're pretty engaged with the community all the time. They're very passionate people. They have a lot to say about the game, and it's really fun to take their ideas, mold them into the context and structure what the game's supposed to be like, and then bring them right back to the players.
Thanks, David. Any final words?
Sure. I mean, you know, I've just been blown away by how dedicated the team at Treyarch has been to making this experience for the players as best as it can be and giving them as much customization that they can have. It's just mind-blowing how dedicated they are to their community and how well they treat their fans and the players that play the game. So I think that's something that all of the Black Ops 2 players out there, when they get the game, are going to realize pretty quickly.
Thank you, Hastro. Any final words?
We're really excited to put this game in players' hands. And when you get there and you get your hands on it, I want you to tell us what you're thinking about it, how it's working for you. Feed right back to us so we can continue to